personal information tossed away with the trash at the DMV.
When thieves are constantly trying to get your personal information, we wanted to know how it can just end up in the DMV garbage. That's what News 10 NBC Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Brean asked the official who runs it in our exclusive investigation tonight. Burke?
Brett, the DMV is a function of the Monroe County Clerk's office, and the clerk is the only person that I showed the information to today. I learned about this after a man got into a conflict at the DMV because they insisted he write his Social Security number down to renew his license.
I came here on the 3rd of this month.
Dave Motshop says he refuses to give his Social Security number because his identity has been stolen before. When he was at the DMV in Henrietta, he says he saw employees throw documents in the garbage. So, after hours, he came back and went through the dumpster behind the building.
Here's the garbage I found, some of it.
He showed me renewal applications with names, addresses, and Social Security numbers, which we blacked out, the Homeland Security and visa information of an exchange student at the U of R. He also found boat registration stickers and stacks of 10-day car inspection tags.
I found police information.
That's right. Included in the papers Dave found were the documents that include the make, model, and license plate numbers of 3 undercover cars for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. There's his Social Security number. Okay. With a sample of the documents Dave found, I went to the Monroe County Clerk, Adam Bello. How do you explain documents with this kind of information in the dumpster behind?
I'm going to tell you this right now. That's completely unacceptable that would be back there. Obviously we take the security of people's personal and private information very seriously here. This does not make me happy at all that this would have been back there. So this is something we're going to address immediately.
What is the policy?
Yeah.
Dealing with documents like this?
These documents should not be thrown out in a regular garbage like that.
So we've got all kinds of plastic bags in here? But they are. In a story new at 6, I'll show you what I found when I went through the DMV's garbage at the other locations in the county. And I'll show you how what we found and showed the county clerk today is changing the way his office is going to handle sensitive documents at the DMV.
Now to a News 10 NBC exclusive investigation at 6. Our chief investigative reporter asks the Monroe County Clerk why stacks of documents with personal information on them are just thrown out in the trash. And tonight, we found those documents. That's
right. The DMV's garbage contained forms with Social Security numbers and detailed information about undercover cop cars. Here's News 10 NBC's chief investigative reporter, Berkeley Brean. Burke?
Deanna, some of the documents were provided to me by a DMV customer upset that he was forced to share his Social Security number. I found the rest when I rolled up my sleeves and went digging into the DMV's dumpsters.
And in their dumpster, you wouldn't believe what I found. Here's the garbage I found, some of it.
What Dave Motshop found in the dumpster behind the DMV in Henrietta were stacks of documents with names, addresses, and Social Security numbers. He's had his identity stolen before. When you made that discovery, it must have confirmed your fears.
Yes, it did confirm my fears.
Dave even found papers with information on undercover cars for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. So today, I went to check for myself. The dumpsters behind the DMV in Henrietta were empty. Nothing in there. So were the ones near the office at the mall at Grease Ridge. But then I went to the DMV's garbage in Irondequoit. So we've got all kinds of plastic bags in here. I found one full of paperwork. And look at the very first document I pulled out. Here's one right here. So here's a license renewal and a Social Security number on it right there. With all this, I went to the Monroe County Clerk. His office runs the DMVs. How do you explain documents with this kind of information in the dumpster behind?
I'm going to tell you this right now. That's completely unacceptable that would be back there. The policies that they're destroyed or sent to New York State, whichever, depending on what the circumstance is, they should not by any means be thrown in a garbage like that. So this is something that will be on.
How do you think it happened?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to investigate that right now.
One of the documents found in the DMV's garbage in Henrietta included the Social Security number of Kevin Travers. We found him and showed him a copy today.
And now I find out it's just in the friggin' dumpster behind the DMV for anybody to find. I'm on TV, so I can't say what I'd like to say to them, but just, you know, politest way is get your stuff together.
Now, Kevin told us that a staffer threw that document out. The county clerk's office believes most of the documents we found were thrown out by customers and therefore got just put into the regular trash. So because of our story today, the DMV offices will have specific boxes for customers to throw out documents and keep them separate from the garbage. And the clerk's office told me it's going to work with the county's contracted shredding service to destroy that paperwork. Berkeley, Brean News 10, NBC.